So as I'm waiting anxiously for my things to print out, today is finally the day. I'm gonna be going to Colombia, Bogota. I'm super excited, super nervous. I don't know what to expect. I'm going for the conference for the G12. I really just want to see the Lord move and just be sensitive to the Holy Spirit. So it's gonna be a great time, and I feel super blessed, but also super nervous. So we'll see how it goes, because this whole morning I've been like nauseous and like oh. But anyways, let's go.
¿Ese carro es totalmente eléctrico o ese carro es gasolina?
Estoy esperando aquí, se está demorando. Ya estoy en el avión, ya nos vamos a dar, creo. Okay, so I got in not too long ago. Oops, sorry. I don't even know how I'm doing this because I am so tired. The flight was, I think, around 11 hours. Even that, I'm actually so surprised that I made it. Because those that know me know that flying more than 4 hours, that is but thank God, I felt good. The only thing is just I needed to find the right position to sleep in, and thankfully no one was sitting next to me, so I can kind of smoosh myself in there. But it was still really good, and I feel super blessed. It's almost 6 a.m. now in Bogota. I had breakfast on the plane, but I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna shower, get all this airplane smell off. I'm so bloated.
You know when people say, oh, they get bloated in the plane?
Yeah, you do. I don't know what it does, but something happens. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna spend the first day. Let's see how the conference goes. I'm really excited because I don't know, I just felt really cool to go. So I'm gonna take you through my day, and yeah, let's go. Excited. Yeah, look at that. So pretty.
So organized. So demure.
That outfit, I have to be cash, which is what I usually wear anyway. I'm going to the convention in a bit. I'm waiting for my Uber. He's not a Jorge no more. He's not a Carlos. He's a Fer. But I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, how you guys doing? So I'm just gonna do a quick update. It's a long day. I was traveling. It was, I think, an 11-hour flight. I found it so hard to sleep.
No, I tried to sleep properly, but it just did not work.
But thankfully, I made it here. But yeah, the first day in the conference was actually really blessed. I felt that the Lord was specifically speaking to me in terms of promises and how obedience brings the fruit of that, having faith and so forth. So I'm on day 2, but I'm just giving you an update of day 1 because yeah, after I finished yesterday, we decided to go out with some of the people. It was a bit hectic, but we managed to get through. I was just not feeling it, if I'm being honest, because I think I'm somewhat of a social person, but sometimes I can be very much introverted in my own ways, and that was me yesterday. But overall, I'm blessed to be here. It's finally sinking in that I'm in Colombia, Bogota, you know. So yeah, let's see how the following days go. Okay, so day 2, I should really get going. So basically this is day 2. The person that I've hired that's meant to be for the week, he can't come in today because apparently in Colombia there's a sort of thing where the specific days that drivers can't drive. I think it has to do with the plate number or something. I don't know. I paid half attention yesterday because I was half asleep, but I'll be getting an Uber to the place because we want to be safe, we want to be, you know. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.
Quick outfit of the day is a bit of a mess, but no.
Ooh, my driver's here. Bye, bye. The talk was about obedience and being very sensitive to the voice of the Lord. For me, it was very touching because for the longest time, it's kind of a thing of, I've been planted in certain areas, and sometimes I just feel this urge to just, okay, I'm tired, I want to move because I don't see anything growing. And I see sometimes things growing, but it's just very slow. And just listen to everybody's testimonies and how they were obedient to the Lord and how that moved them forward to the next stage. And sometimes even in that obedience, so one of the pastors, what he was saying is the Lord told him to go to Brazil. He went to Brazil, he had disciples, he had all these sorts of things, he managed to get a certain place there and all these beautiful things, and then the Lord said to move back. So he had to leave practically everything and then go back. It was in that obedience that the Lord was able to bless him even more. We don't just do it because of the blessings. It's more of being sensitive to the Lord and knowing that you are in the right place. And that really spoke to me because I've been asking the Lord, okay, is it time for me to move? Is it this? Is it that? Because I'm very quick to just want to continue forward. And it was just a reminder for myself, I've told you to stay where you are and I haven't told you to move. You may not see it, but things will come from this. And yeah, it's just a beautiful reminder that obedience brings blessings. There was just so much talk on that. There was many testimonies in that area, and I really love the fact that they would talk about the soil. So you have 4 different soils, and one of them being the good soil. And when you plant a seed in the good soil, at first you don't see the fruits. The most important thing is actually the roots, that it actually has this foundation where the seed is rooted somewhere as opposed to just going anywhere. And if I move from where the Lord has told me, those things won't be able to come to fruition. It just really resonated with me. It really brought a revelation of, okay, yeah, the Lord has so much to do still. And even though I may be annoyed sometimes, where I'm just like, oh, I'm waking up so early to do X, Y, Z, this is just so tiring. There's a reason for it, you know, and maybe it's just to build my character. Whatever it is, it's not for me to try to decipher everything, because sometimes I'm like,
okay, but then this is, I want to know everything.
It's just, sometimes you don't need to know everything. So it was a great reminder of that. And then, yes, yeah, so we went with some of the people, we went to La Puerta Falsa, which is this food place in the city center of Bogota. The food was actually amazing. I was really hungry, but also I was feeling a bit still, I think because my body works a bit different. It takes a bit longer to just regulate itself, so I got a bit under the weather. Started feeling better once I took some of that. I think there's someone outside. And then we went walking around that area. Then we went to La Calderia, and we went through some other areas as well, which was really cool. Just a lot of walking around. But yeah, it was a blessed day, and when I came back, I just wanted to rest. Okay, so off to the day. As you saw, I just filmed earlier, but yeah, I'm super excited for today. I'm so late. I have no idea how I'm so late. I woke up at 7 in the morning and still managed to be late. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Ha corrido desde que vino Jesucristo. Jesús vino, Él formó 12 discípulos y les dio una misión de ir a ser discípulos a las naciones de la tierra.
Majestuosa, los espera de regreso.
Gracias por visitarnos. Visite nuestra página web www.cerromonserrate.com, donde informamos de todas las actividades y eventos que se llevan a cabo en Monserrate.
The third day was really good in terms of the word. A lot of the talk was about healing and how God uses each specific situation to bring his divine glory, essentially. So one of the pastors, she basically said that she had cancer, and in that process there were so many people that were saved and she got healed as the Lord had promised her. And it's just so beautiful to see that, because one of the things I've come here for was, healing, and maybe I won't get healed right now, but in that process the Lord is doing something, and that was a great confirmation to have. And then after that we went to eat something, typical Colombian food, and then we went to Montserrat, which was so beautiful. Honestly, at night I was just like, so in love. I need to come next time when I'm married.
I'm going with my husband. If God will.
No, I'm joking, but that would be amazing. It's such a beautiful romantic spot, you could say, but also it's a beautiful view of Bogota. For the service, as per usual, I am late, but it should be fine because it took a while to set up at the beginning, so it's not too bad. So yeah, let's go.
Ay, qué hermosura.
¿Qué pasó con las palmas? Legado, Bogotá.
Cuando ya estén en el... Y ahí en la orilla no se puede también...
¡Nuestras manos!
Ya. Ay, pero no están ahí. Ya están. Last day here in Colombia, it's been such a blessing. I'm going to go to church before I come back and then I have to head out. And then I'm just going to do a quick run through of everything because it's been such a long and beautiful journey. But I couldn't film it all. I could not film it all. But yeah, I'll do a summary in a bit, so see you in a bit.
Y yo arrodillada, yo no podía levantar mi rostro y le dije, Señor, yo no tengo perdón. Y en ese mismo instante el Señor entró a mi habitación y me abrazó. Yo no podía levantarme ni abrir mis ojos, pero yo sabía que Él estaba ahí. Y me empecé a decir, no, por favor, soy muy sucia, soy pecadora, yo no malo, pero yo sentí las obras. Y fue en ese momento cuando sentí que todo mi pecado se fue, en un instante yo sentí una tonelada de mi peso se quitó.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are blessed. It's been officially 2 weeks since I've been in Colombia. I was in Bogota for the conference, so that was 5 days. I didn't manage to finish film day 4 and day 5, but essentially day 4, there was so much that happened actually. Even to start it off, I was running late that day, but I think everything happens in the right time, because when I got my Uber driver, his name was Jorge. And for those that know, I was telling one of my friends the church service in London.
And I was saying to him, oh, can you find me a Jorge? Jorge this, Jorge that.
Because he wanted to help me out with finding transport in Bogota because apparently it's very dangerous here. So I was like, that day the Uber driver came and his name was Jorge, just started speaking, and then he was saying, oh, are you going to the church in Bogota, the G12? He's basically saying how he had also an encounter with God when he went to one of those services. It was just a life-changing experience for him, and for a while he kind of slipped away from the church even though he had that encounter. And I just really felt that was just a moment that the Lord wanted both me and him to have, which was one,
to be like, I got you, you know.
I'm protecting you, but also for him because essentially I really felt that he was kind of saying, oh,
I've been slipping away. I need to go back into the will of the Lord.
anyways. In that service there was just so much, but one of the things that really struck out to me was when they were talking about singleness, because I've been single for such a long time. So the woman that was actually speaking, her mum had an addiction to alcohol and she fasted and prayed for her and she was delivered, but after this it was very difficult for her. She didn't think that she would ever find someone, and then God also brought her person. So it was along those lines, and I just remember thinking, that's so beautiful. I started speaking to this lady next to me.
Well, I didn't start speaking, she started speaking to me.
And she started telling me, oh, you know, that was such a beautiful testimony of God's love. She was basically saying how she felt the same. Years ago, her now husband prayed for her for almost a year. Everybody in the church was basically saying, you're crazy, stop praying, like, it's not gonna work because this woman is so set out not to have anyone. And I just remember thinking, wow, interesting. She's like, yeah, because I used to feel that. Basically, she was basically telling me, I used to feel like how you feel. She realized that she needed to change and the Lord needed to heal her heart because what had happened was outside of his will, and this is something that's in his will and he wants to heal her. Just thinking, wow, that's so beautiful, that's amazing. She's saying, oh, I'm also going to Armenia, and I thought, that is so weird because I'm going to Armenia. After that, I met up with a friend who had come from Colombia to London a few months back, so last year, and we met them, we took them out and all these sorts of things, and we had stayed in contact. And once we were here in Bogota, we met up because we had tried to meet up during the week but we couldn't. Anyways, we randomly bumped into each other going to the toilet, and yeah, we just spent the day together, which was really beautiful. After the service, we went to eat in this place in the center, and her pastors were there, and then they were talking about love again, and I was like,
Really? What are you guys trying to...
they asked me, oh, so do you have someone? And I said, oh, no. And then they were saying, oh, you know, you'll find your person. And then I was like, I'm in no rush. Anyways, we started speaking, and then I was saying, but you know, some people, pastor, you know, some people maybe they're like Paul. And he was basically like, no. He was saying Paul is the exception. You know, he was in prison, he had to do a mission, he had a different journey, and having a wife and kids, it would have been very difficult for him. And he basically says,
You're not the exception. I was like...
After that, we went to the circus, and they had this circus. They were just so amazing. They were so funny. We were just laughing throughout the whole show. We're just like, I got home so late. Next day, we did the last day of the conference, day 5, and that was also beautiful. I got really unwell because after that night, we bought an arepa. I had it saved for Friday, but I ate it a bit earlier. The arepa made me feel so bad. It made me feel so sick because it was street food. And apparently street food is a no-no. I went to the service. I had to take all my luggage with me because I was flying that day to Armenia. Thankfully, they gave me a space where I could just sit for myself. I felt like that was a day where I could really just be vulnerable with God, because I think the whole week I was absorbing, I was getting a lot of information, but that day it was almost a thing of, Lord, I'm tired. And slowly but surely the Lord was showing that it's more of a heart issue that I need to work through, and he's shown me this before, as in I've recognized it, so I still need to take some time with that and then really, I guess, sit with the Lord with it. And then once I've absorbed it and I understand it better for myself, I could probably share that more. So yeah, then I went to Armenia. It was such a track. I was sick, just a lot had happened. But then yeah, after those first 2 days, I felt like I was myself a bit more, because I was not feeling it and everything was just annoying me, because when you're sick, you don't feel good. You just want to be home and not do anything, kind of thing. But yeah, on the Sunday, it was a good day. We went to a waterfall. You know, like the waterfalls are high, and I almost slipped. Well, actually, I did kind of slip. I just didn't go all the way to the water. I was scared, but it was hey, it's a win, because had that been before coming to the Lord, say 5 years ago, that would have been a no-no. So I'm really proud of myself over that. We went to Finlandia. So actually, let me back it up. We went to Valley and we met this couple, which was, I don't think it was a coincidence, because when we were sitting, we had to sit on this kind of jet thing, I can't remember the name of it, that takes us to the valley. And then so my friend was he was hanging outside with this other guy, and then when we come out, the guy he was speaking to was the girl I was sitting next to, and they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And then we just met that day, we hit it off. They stayed at my friend's house in Armenia, because Coca Valley is outside. So basically it's Quintido, and then you have Armenia as the capital, and then you have different departamentos, so like departments, like states or something. They came to Armenia with us and we spent most of the time with them. But anyways, we had a blast with them. I had a blast with my friend as well, who I hadn't seen in like a year and a few months. And yeah, it was really good. I think it was just such a blessing, so many lessons within that. And even seeing the couple, for me, I feel that the Lord was working in them and working in their relationship with God, because there was some mix of religiousness and, you know, praying to saints and all these kind of things. But even just being with them and seeing how he treated her, because even though they still live in a secular world in a way, it was just so beautiful, because he would look after her when she was not feeling well. He would go find something for her. He would not insult her. He would not hit her. He would not be abusive in his way of speaking, or just up in his tone, or just be irritated that she's complaining because she's unwell. And he's just so understanding, and it kind of just made me feel like, oh, and I know God put them there, one, so they can hear the gospel, but two, so I can see that there are good men out there. And I know that, but seeing it and having to live with him, not live with them, but be with them day in and day out, it just really sunk in my heart. I stayed there, then I came back, and I'm in Bogota right now, and I met up with one of my friends from London, his mum here, and we were talking more about that. So I feel like this talk has been a lot about relationships, but when I spoke to her, we spoke about where I want to go and the things that I want to do. But there's a block, and the block is really just in my heart, because of what happened in my past relationship, because of what happened during my childhood and everything, and that fear has had a hold of me. So yeah, when I spoke to her, it kind of just, it solidified what I know, but now it's just really doing the work. So yeah, I hope you guys liked my video. Like, share and subscribe. I'll be posting more things like this. I had so many videos to post before this, so everything may be coming out a bit delayed. So I hope you guys like my video. Until next time, bye.